Alright, what's up everyone? Let's see if everything's working properly. Let me hear myself real quick. Alright, everything's working. Okay, so today we have got to be super locked in. Today's gonna be a shorter stream, mainly because I have a test I have to study for, but at the same time, I need mm, I need to get my villagers. Like these guys, right? We're kind of low. We might have, protection. We might have mending, but we don't have unbreaking, right? And breaking is really it's the thing. It's the thing that controls everything. And if I did, I think it's 36 emeralds. Let me get my calculator app out. It is going to cost 8.5 stacks in order to get the amount of books that we want. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 stacks. 9 stacks would get us just over that threshold, enough that we could seriously start thinking about, being able to actually reach that. Now, I'm going to not AFK, but I'll talk to you guys for a little bit before this whole thing starts. I'm also going to talk to Alex. Anything happen while I was off? So, here is our game plan currently. Our game plan is this. 1, we need to get full enchanted diamond armor, right? So right now we have protection. We got aqua infinity. That's good, right? But our problem is that the what we have right now, it's not going to save us, right? We have to, we have to have everything. We have to have every advantage because I'm not going to be able to win naturally. I need some sort of textbook advantage. I know my place. I know I'm not the best at PvP, but I know that I am good enough to win if I, use a little bit of forethought. And yeah. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be getting a bunch of emeralds. We're gonna be trying to get the 9 stacks, or yeah, 8.5 that we need in order to be able to afford the that'll be insane amount of books that we want, because those books will give us the ability to kind of feel pretty safe and pretty good. And I also have to figure that I have to get some for my bro Jacob, otherwise he'll just lose his armor. I'm gonna be honest, he'll just lose his armor. Also, it looks like the trades went down a little bit, which I appreciate, especially considering how expensive they were the other day. I don't think my friend Jacob is going to be on today. But there's always a chance, he has a change of heart, which I guess that's what I'm hoping for, because it would be nicer to have him so we didn't have to do this all alone. I think the hardest part about this is just so grindy, and I know there is other ways, but I truly do think this is like, for what I want, this is probably going to be the thing that gets me there the quickest, which, does kind of suck, because I don't want to, sometimes you don't always want to do things the, what is it, the slow way, but I think this is going to be long term what's best. Yeah, so I was at a volunteering area today. It's pretty good. Got to see some dogs. I like dogs a lot. Uh, I sadly didn't get to pet any of the dogs though. I kind of wanted to. I didn't ask, but it didn't really feel like the vibe. I had to, I was giving people trays of food, but the cost of that was that I couldn't pet dogs. So kind of, why'd I even go? Um, it was interesting though. Very, very informative, and I appreciate that sometimes. Also working on a case for a mock trial, and part of that is the fact that I need to talk about certain rules. Now, there's a rule for improper character evidence, and that rule is like 703. And essentially, what it says is that someone can, like, something is character evidence, or experts allowed to use something if they would reasonably rely on it to gather information, right? The problem is the thing that is being used to get information is actually a death certificate, right? And someone like a doctor wouldn't be using a death certificate to they wouldn't be using a death certificate to make their evaluations, because a death certificate means that the person's they've gone past the coroner. So like it goes from emergency room, coroner, then their death certificate's all done, right? So it's unreasonable to assume that the coroner would have the death certificate before the death certificate was made. So I'm good on that, but I want to keep this death certificate out altogether, which means I need to find something that even if someone's relying on it, it what's it called? It would be like not allowed. So even if someone relied on it, I need to find a way to get it not allowed. And I think I can get it done under the basis that it the guy the depth here's the problem with the depth certificate, it's not fully filled out. It's left empty. And this emptiness could make it seem or be that you know, it's not necessarily indicative of anything major, and that it's actually bad, or that it's not actually helpful for the jury to know about. So that means that it could be really good, because it would cause the jury to now know about the nature. Oh, sorry, no. If this was out, this death certificate, and it was not allowed into evidence, the jury wouldn't be swayed, because the death certificate is not filled out, which means that the probative value is not necessarily there, right? Like I can't hand you something empty and then being like, well, you tell me what to make of this, right? Because it leaves too much up for interpretation. So I find it interesting. I think pretty soon from now, I'm going to make maybe a few YouTube videos just explaining some mock trial. I always find it really, I find it fun to talk about, but there's always a level of kind of acceptance you have to make that, some people might just be entertaining it because it sounds interesting because it's coming from you, not necessarily because they're interested in it. Hmm. So we have 4.5 stacks. Well, that means we could have 7 books. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But then I wouldn't have a few other pieces of tools that I really want. Hmm. So I'm probably not going to do that. I'm also thinking about maybe getting a shield, and then what's it called? And then I'd probably make like a banner or something. I think a banner could look really cool because well, they are. Imagine if you had a cool banner on, everyone knows, oh man, that's the guy who spent the time to make a banner on his ship. You know, he must have a lot of free time. I don't want to mess with him. And it'll negate people's want to come and attack me. So it's actually a really good strategy if you want to not be attacked. What was it that Theodore Roosevelt said? He said something about a big stick. I have the world's biggest stick. And that is my sword, which I will use to win the day against bad people like Gagan, J Pizzle, and so on. I think I need to just kind of AFK. I wish I could get a water bucket in here. Do you have any, what am I looking for? Any slime? If you could give me slime. You could give me 9 slime balls. I'd probably give him. We need slime. A slime chunk would be the best thing in the world for us because, not even a slime chunk, a swamp, right? A swamp would allow us to be able to make a, what's it called? Almost there. We'd be able to make a piston or a sticky, if we had 10, we could make a sticky piston with a slime block, and that slime block could be used to make a chunk loader. That chunk loader could load this along with several other chunks. I have an ender pearl that we could use in order to constantly load chunks. And if we constantly load chunks, that just means stuff like this gets done. If you had an iron farm, it would get done. A few other farms. Not most zombie farms wouldn't work because zombies spawn in relation to the player, not because of systems being put in place. Like, just because when a player isn't nearby, the zombie has no reason to spawn in. So the game doesn't naturally do that, which sadly leads to a lot of farms that rely on players not being around, not working. But I've heard through the grapevine of a armadillo farm. Apparently this is like ridiculously easy to make. You need to get like it's a silverfish potion or something. And when someone takes damage, these silverfish like get spawned from them. An armadillo takes no damage when it's rolled up. So if you were able to apply that potion effect over and over again, it would cause the silverfish spawn a lot, not kill the guy, and you'd get a bunch of levels from killing silverfish because I'm pretty sure their relation in XP is relatively close to most other mobs. Hmm. Alright. I am going to AFK here. I'll do a be right back, but know that I am not really here. I appreciate you guys. I'll be here, but not really. Alright, we're back. Oh. Oh. Are we back? We're getting there. I think we're good to start trading. I think it's been a few days now, which means that these guys' trades might have gone down. There's a chance, a semi-good chance. No, it's fine. So we don't even. It's fine, I guess. So yeah, I'm probably gonna just stay on getting emeralds till for as long as I can, right? But look, you have an algebra test tomorrow. I'm not feeling great about that because I do not know how to do the thing we are talking about in class. I think I understand the most recent topic of like 3.1, 3. Like I'm at 3.5 right now, right? I think I understand 3.5. I'm not quite sure how I understand 3.5 because I do not understand the rest of the threes in that chapter, right? So it doesn't quite make sense how I'd be able to understand one of them while I wouldn't be able to understand, every other part. So that's just not suboptimal. I don't love that. Uh-oh. My dog is trying to speak, but he's not entirely good at it. Hmm. Silence. If I can get 64 emeralds from this, I'd be incredibly happy. I'm watching Blade Runner right now. It's actually really good. I think I haven't seen the original. I'm watching Blade Runner 2049. And I'm kind of starting to wonder, like, like it must have been super obvious these robots had emotions. Like what robot says sorry, like, no, well, sorry. I don't want to eat before the hard part of the day is done. Yeah, like bro, just say that you're a robot or not a robot. Just say that you're human. But no, they try to obscure the lines. Mm, I don't think it makes too much sense. I don't know why this dog is barking so loud. I want to hear how loud it is on the stream. One sec. Okay. It is not that loud. Or it's loud for me, but it is not nearly as loud for you because I have noise canceling on, which I guess that kind of saves the day. That's if you guys can't hear him, I'm sorry, but that's Paco. He is he probably sees a bird or something, and he doesn't like birds, so it causes a bit of an awkward scenario to occur. Hmm. There we go. Okay, that's going well. How many, there's gotta be a more efficient, tripwire farm. I mean, like, I'm pretty confident I'm gonna get it pretty soon, the amount I need. But I don't know how long it's taking me. Something I think is really interesting about Villager's new system for trading is just like, how repetitive it is. Like, I bet I could download a macro or something and just be able to just do this over and over again. But, you know, every click I'm doing is my own. So I guess there's some people who might say, oh, you know, that's really cool that, you know, you're still doing every part of it. But I'm the exact opposite. I think it's horrible that I'm still doing every part of it when there probably is a feature that I could learn about that would increase the rate at which I finish just significantly faster, really. I do have an, I do have a, I think my school starts a little bit later tomorrow, so there is a good chance, semi-decent chance, that I might be able to wake up just tomorrow and study. So I could, uh, not study and instead grind a little bit more on this game. Next time I hop off the stream, it's probably just I'm probably just gonna spend like an hour AFKing. I'll tell you, it's really shocking to me that there's some people who just have so much emeralds and stuff because it's not emeralds, like fully enchanted diamond armor. Really? I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I don't think it should be this tedious to get my armor. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to figure out my microphone, man. Like, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm like noticing the longer this goes on, the more I'm like, man, this is like, here's a good example. Hmm. Windows update. You know, maybe it's the Windows update. Maybe I need to lock in a little bit more, huh? Master volume. Let's see if that works. Hello. What happens? Okay, okay. If I go like this, what happens? Hello. No, no, I'm tripping. Troubleshoot. Ooh, manage sound devices. Okay, let's do this microphone. I can't make it more sensitive. Suboptimal. This is a suboptimal. Yeah, no, I'm not loving, wish I could. Ooh, I just almost messed it up. I want to make it louder. That's what I want to do. properties. Default. No, I was just joshing around. Okay, so I want to close maybe advanced audio properties. And I think I want to... Okay, let's see. What? Why can I edit certain tracks left, right, but I can't edit how loud the mic slash audio is? I'm not loving that. I need to figure that out. That's so weird. That is not great. Alright, now we almost have 2 stacks of we're almost there. So we have almost enough to be able to buy essentially everything we want, right? You know, everything we want in the entire game. It might just be time to get a new headset, honestly. Like, that's just like, it's not out of the question. I've had this headset since I got my computer in like 2017. Same headset I've used to record freaking huge Fortnite videos when I was like 10 years old. You know, it just... It's just not the best. And, it's gonna cause, you know, it's just gonna naturally cause some issues. So I'm thinking about trying to find maybe some music to play in the background while I play. Cause I watch my own streams and I am noticing there's just like a level of, man, why is this guy so quiet? You know, this guy never talks. It's like, well, sometimes you get a little distracted or you're thinking what you need to do next. Or you think what you want to talk about next, and you know, there's just this gap. So I think the best way to address it is probably just to simply play some music, you know. It'd probably keep retention rate up a little bit more, along with I'm willing to bet it would protect against say bad things happening. To me, to clarify, bad things happening to me. So I am really surprised this all worked out. So, yeah. Eventually, I want to know more about streaming. I want to kind of know what I should do, like what kind of content people are interested in. Probably gonna make a video over or edit a video at least over the weekend and post it. Cause I noticed my channel, it has this level of like, oh, look at all of these live streams, but there's no actual content, right? You know, I'm knowledgeable of that. I see that. And I realize, you know, I need to do something about that, otherwise it'll be um, bad. Alright, I am going to quickly go to the break tab. And because I'm doing the break tab, I will be able to, I'll be able to hide what I am doing in game right now. Because I do not want people seeing where certain things are. Now, I don't know who the second person watching right now is, but there's a good chance, it could be. Another enemy. I kind of want to figure out what the best course of action is for that, in order in that being, I kind of like trying to figure out what content I should make. A lot of reviews, it's very mock style stuff. I think one of my main things I'm going to talk about is make these regular videos. Okay, so that I'm realizing the music's a bit loud. Sorry, guys. Okay, that should even out now. Now it will compliment me rather than drowning me. I'm sorry for the last several minutes. It must have not been the most pleasant thing in the world. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Yeah, so I'm going to the main area right now. And I'm doing this so that no one finds my main farm. Because if someone finds my main farm, any power I hold is kind of gone, right? I'm not a super big fan of this. Because, well, it's like the only thing I have. You know, all I have is the server. What's the point of doing anything if I don't, you know, have success in that, you know, sense? That's not good. People just be like, alright, I am essentially back at the base. Oh. Alright. Okay, look at this. This is improved since the last time I've been here. I'm liking this house. This house kind of looks like a courtroom. That's real nice looking. I like that. Doesn't really match with the rest of the village, but that's fine. See, that's the thing. Look at these guys. They chose just a nice, easy village for their house, but it's like, come on. There's no effort behind that. It's just, oh, how can I make the most efficient thing as quick as possible? Which I can, you know, respect that. But, you know, there's a limit. There's a line even I won't cross when it comes to certain things. Wonder what this means. Okay, let's get some unbreaking books. One. 2, 3, 4. That's enough for my armor. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's enough for armor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. No, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I can get another pickaxe in here. It's pretty good. And let's get 2 more. That's kind of what this stream's about, just getting enough. And I think I also want... I think I want efficiency 5 on my pickaxe. I think that's enough to graduate him from a novice to... Oh! Both sweeping edge and a efficiency? That's pretty good. That's really good. Now we are also going to go to this iron farm. We're also going to go to the iron farm over here. And hopefully we'll have enough iron to kind of be able to make a few anvils that we can break. Okay, here's a creeper. So this is not good. What occurred there is very tragic. Luckily, bro. Oh my gosh, this is actually horrible. There's no reason creepers should be, like, the spawn rate is just absurd. And it's low-key, they need to light up stuff. Because there's no reason I should be having to be this worried. This word for just, oh, did they, am I gonna accidentally kill? I think right here. I'm gonna just, simple, easy. Okay, that's not good. This is not great. Alright, I think that's enough. Alright, I'm gonna eat carrots, and I'm gonna go home. Sorry, I have to do the thing again. But you guys can still hear me, so yeah, it's all fine. No, it's only like $1,200 away or so, so it should, you know, everything will work out. It just might be a little bit longer for me to get home. Yeah, and having unbreaking on everything is just so worth it, you know. And I might honestly end the stream before we get unbreaking on everything. Just the fact that we have those books at this point, it's really, really good in and of itself. Because without those books, you can't even hope to put it on your armor. And now it should be relatively easy stuff from here. It's just some minor things like a depth strider, maybe respiration 3 on my helmet, feather falling ret, all things that might be somewhat hard, but at the same time, they will eventually, help us out. Scary, I started shooting 66 minutes ago. That is crazy. I'm just an hour. Yeah, I did say it was gonna be a short stream, so it's probably gonna be an hour 30. Maybe I'll keep streaming for 10, 15 more minutes, but then I'll probably head off just because I cannot. I just can't stay up this late. But during the weekend, bro, oh my goodness, we were set up. I'm going to do nothing but grind this with Jacob and a few other guys. I do have somewhere to be early on Saturday morning, but I can not wing it, but I'll be fine. And then I come home, and I'll go play Minecraft and stream it. And I'll actually, you know what? I think I might record. I think I'm probably gonna record it. I've done a lot of streaming recently, especially last week. I think if I want to get more content out there, get more people to see the content, I need to do some shorts, maybe some videos. I have a video about reading the Ender Dragon all set up. All that's left now is to actually, do the video. Okay. We are back. We have a total of 8 bucks. Let's do the math, huh? 3 times 5, we have 15. That's what we were aiming for. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think I want it on... I'll put 1 back. I don't need everything, I guess. Alright, let's get this armor out. I'm breaking. That's good. Let's heal these up before we wear them, before we get them used. That's pretty good, I'd say. Let me make sure I'm not muted. Great, I'm not muted. Okay, I don't need it on my bow right now, especially because my bow's not meeting the prerequisites, man. It's not all that strong. Doesn't even have power 5, That's horrible. Hmm. Just had some amazing quality H2O. Okay, those two things. Okay. Yeah, so we're basically there. Alright, we're basically there. We're almost there. A bit more. Just a bit more. And we'll be there. Like 2 weeks ago, I was playing PvP Legacy every day. I used to be somewhat good. But now with all these new stuff, I just don't have it in me anymore. I think the best thing that I can do against, say, a maze, just having a spear. Someone starts running at me, man, just spear, you know? Someone jumps up with a mace, spear. Because it doesn't necessarily matter as long as I aimed at them. I think also the spear, yeah, spear is longer range, so even if they had a mace and they go jumping down about to hit me, if I had a spear, the damage done to them would significantly outweigh the damage they couldn't do to me because they wouldn't be able to get close enough. Could have sworn. Nothing? Really? What else could a man ask for? Am I right? Alright. Alright, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys watching every single time. Sorry that is a short stream, but that was somewhat intentional. Kind of need to go to bed, and also this longer form content isn't the best, as you know, viewer duration is going to be create on a long form video. Uh, so yeah, we just wanted to get some of the stuff we wanted to get done. We got the unbreaking, we got the protection, we got the mending, we even got the extra mile. We got the extra mile. We got efficiency 5 on our pickaxe, which is great news. And we'll be able to get efficiency 5 on our axe too. So everything's going really well. And, that's thanks to some of the time we put in today. And even though it was as much as other days, it's a good push. And all we have to do is get the rest of the smaller stuff now. Regardless, thank you so much for watching. Uh, you know, please subscribe, please like, help the algorithm push this out to more people, so that this can get other people can see this. I mean a lot. And yeah, thank you again so much. Have a great day, and be safe.